everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you watched my last video, which was an intro to my project pan, you probably saw that I was wearing the same outfit, and I'm not being an outfit repeater, but rather I'm filming 2 videos in one day because I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and I have a little bit of time to get some filming done. As you might have seen up to the intro of that last video, my name is Abby. If you're new here, I am a wife and a mom of a little baby who is not so little anymore. He turned 1, but in my mind, I'm like, you're just a little baby, but he's a toddler, let's be real. And I also work full time, so trying to find time to film is sometimes challenging, but we had some time today. So like I said, we're doing 2 in 1, and we're kicking off another project pan, and this is a Pan Those Eyeshadows, and I love the Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. I hope you guys do too. And so basically, if you're not familiar with a Pan Those Eyeshadows, I am going to select 5 eyeshadows to pan, and I'm going to randomly select those eyeshadows across my whole collection, and so kind of just work with whatever we get and be able to use them and learn more about my collection and use the products that I have, and also have some fun with it because the whole like randomly selecting them just makes it all the more interesting, at least for me. So that is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna select the 5 eyeshadows that we're gonna start this project pan with. Like I said in my last video, I am filming this in the middle of the month, which is not ideal. I am obviously late, but we will get back on track in February. So we're just gonna have a couple weeks in the rest of January to work on these products. And then we will be starting these at the beginning of the month, at the top of the next month. So if you guys are interested in seeing what eyeshadows I pick out, make sure you subscribe and watch the monthly updates every month. But thanks so much for being here. And I have my spreadsheet up on my computer right here. I'm actually gonna talk through my numbers first because I think that's really interesting part of this video. So I've done a little bit of curating on my collection. So right now I have 204 eyeshadows. 17 of those pans of eyeshadows are just single eyeshadows, and 187 of them are across 11 different palettes. And right now I have pan on 15 of my eyeshadows, which gives me a pan percentage of 7.35%. And that makes my eligible eyeshadows, because I'm not going to be working on any eyeshadows that have pan in this project, 189. So that is kind of like the little like number update, which I think is really fun to do it at the beginning of each of these videos. And now I'm going to pull up my Pretty Random app, put in 1 through, actually based on my spreadsheet, I'm gonna do it from 20 through 208, so that way I'm following that correctly, and then we're gonna pick out the 5 eyeshadows that we're gonna be working with. All right, so I have 20 through 208, and I'm going to randomize 54, 178, 70, 2 more, 110, and this is the last one, 143. Okay, so those 5 shades came from 5 different palettes, of course. Can't have anything ever be easy. No, just kidding. I think it's actually better that they come from different palettes. So the first one came from Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and it is the shade right here called Cran Apple. It's a pretty like reddish, orangish, brownish shade. It looks like it has shimmer in the palette, although, oh, it does. It has a little bit of shimmer on my hand, not a ton. Next comes from the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette, and it is the shade Memory Sequin. Oh boy. Oh no, that's metallic. Let's get the right one. That's still an oh boy though. Oh my goodness. I'm not 100% sure about this one. Next is Urban Decay Naked. This palette is always in this project for me, and it is the shade Buck, which actually is, I think, a great shade to get for this because it's just a neutral brown. That's that right there. And then the 4th eyeshadow is from the Alamar Spanglish palette, and it's the shade Muy Excited, which is this orange shade right here. Oh boy. We got some color, but I also feel like the color like leans neutral, so that could be interesting. The last shade comes from Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette with Morphe, and it is the shade Perfectionist, which is another like matte. This one's more of like a matte peach. Right there. I mean, all in all, I feel like the color palette's pretty cohesive. I do feel like it could be challenging for some of these shades, like Memory Sequin, but we're gonna see what we can do. With that being said, I am gonna give myself a little bit of an out. If I use a shade 20 times and I'm nowhere near hitting pan, or like I'm ready to roll it out, I'll be able to then move it out of this project. But with that being said, my goal is always to hit pan, so if I feel like I can keep powering through, I will. But if I feel like, you know, it's been 20 times and I'm like over it, we can roll it out. So those are the shades that I'm going to be working on. I hope this was super fun for you guys to watch. I really appreciate that you are here and watching my videos. Again, thank you so much. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.